Alright, so I am pretty out of my comfort zone here, but I'm gonna give this a try. I think if it comes out well, it'll be really cool. So I'm gonna take this maple burl, and I'm gonna attempt to make beads out of it. And then I'm gonna put together a little bead necklace for my wife. So I've got some leather cord, got cord ends, crimp beads, clasps, little spacer beads, and of course the dyed stabilized maple burl, which I bought from Arizona Ironwood. So the idea here will be I'm going to cut some probably a 1/4 inch thick pieces off of this big block, and I'm going to use my drill press as kind of a lathe, and I just plan on sanding it until it looks like a bead. I'm not sure if it's going to work. I hope it does. I wish I had a lathe because that would make this a much more intuitive process, but we'll see how it goes. Alright, so I figure now would be a good a time as ever to admit that I tried another method of making these beads that didn't quite work out. Initially, I had made this little jig, this little fixture featuring a linear bearing, and I was cutting longer lengths of the wood, and I had half mounted in the bearing and half in the drill press's chuck. And I was using the same concept, sandpaper, rounding the edges and all that stuff. It kind of worked, except because this is maple burl. Burl wood is beautiful, but very fragile because the grain is in all sorts of crazy directions. So what was happening is, I'd be able to round it over, but as soon as I put too much pressure, I'd snap it. And as soon as I tried to start shaping it with other tools like files and such, it would also snap or pop out of the chuck. At one point, I even made my own little live center to stick in the bearing, and that also didn't quite work out. So it took a lot of trial and error to get to this little method that I've been using. Alright, so I think that's enough beads for this necklace. Each bead took me around 25 to 30 minutes a piece doing it this way to get it how I liked. This is professionally stabilized wood, so it takes a while to get all the scratches out, and I did have to go back and touch up quite a few of them. Yeah, I cheated. I put just a itty bit of this in that little crimp clasp, because frankly, these hands are used to abuse. This tiny stuff is killing me. So I need all the help I can get. Just a little bit of super glue to make sure that thing is on there right. Alright, so I ended up having to make 4 more longer beads to fill up space of the cord. I put a necklace together and I didn't have enough, so now I'm gonna string these all up. I'm gonna start from the top left corner, go left to right, left to right, left to right. That's my pattern. Alright, there we go. My shop is about 20 degrees. My hands are freezing. That's a lot like tying a fishing knot in November. Alright, I think that about wraps up this video. I'd like to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you'd be so kind, please hit subscribe and hit that notification button so you never miss a new video. And Merry Christmas, honey. I hope you like the necklace.